Alright, so no introductions are out today, but if you want to, like, share, comment, subscribe if you feel like it. Anyways, whew! Oh, before we begin, I was originally going to do like a separate video on this one for this guy. And even though, granted, I didn't really grow up with him, I heard about him a bunch of times back in the days when I was way back in the junior, senior, like college, university at that time. My God, this was a really, really big influencer, and not for me, but people in the Minecraft community, probably a lot of Gen Zers that grew up with him more than me, because I'm the last boomer millennial, 35, so I heard about his name a couple times. This is back when I was way more into like the Pokemon PokeTuber community and maybe even a little bit of the Yu-Gi-Oh community in like 2009 to about 2013-ish. So by the time 2014, 15 came around, I was already working out there in the real world a brickload of times. Whole bunch, all the way to when, of course, the pandemic scandal happened for 2020 to like half of 2022, and then shit went back to normal, thank God. But I think next year something even crazier is going to happen now, but that's a whole other separate story. But yeah, I've heard of Dan TDM a couple times. I think he did a few collaborations on other people's channels at that time. I think he was mainly more into like other stuff, not even just with Minecraft. I think he was more bigger into other stuff that was real big in the early mid-2010s. The only two people I know he did collaborations with that I was watching, I know a lot of Gen Zers were probably subscribed to more of the channel because I didn't have that much time to watch him as much. I only watched him maybe once every month or two. Like, I don't even know if he's still around, like the Sly Fox Hound dude that was still big. There's really, really old school people. I don't even think they're still around anymore. Like this guy, SSOH, I remember this dude named Seamus, and this other guy, Kutra, and then another one I know she's still around, like Tiffany Garcia or Tiffany, I don't know, it's Garcia Rodriguez. I don't know if she's still married to Duke Red. IS Cupquake, I know she's still around. And then I think Jaden Animation. So I know this dude Dan TDM. He did a couple collabs. He might have done one with that dude Jacksepticeye. I know him, Markiplier, and PewDiePie. I know that's one. This dude was really, really big. It was super popular at the time. Just I didn't really care about Minecraft after like I think like 2011. I kind of got bored with it a while ago. Anyway, so I'll talk about that second. And this one, I'm gonna do this one as a separate one. Another KSI freaking drama thing just happened again. Woo! With this other guy named Drewski. I maybe only heard about him like 2 times, but again, it's probably more for Gen Z or Gen Alpha kids. Probably know about him a lot better than I do. So without further ado, let's begin. Playing some music in the background. And a massive credits where credit is due. This guy right here again, Dekedo? I think it's Dekedo. So links to his Christian music is Christian out. Links to his music remix is Christian Hospital. Alright. This comes from Michael Gillowing. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Gillowing. I'm just gonna call him Michael G. Willie. So I know this happened a little bit a while ago, but I'm gonna talk about it anyways. This ChineseMan sends 550K to family's life savings to streamer, so she called him bro. This is extremely fucking sad, dude. Deterioration of society. This isn't even happening in the United States, Canada, a lot of the Western world. I would expect it to happen in any of those countries, or over here in the US. No, it happened in China. That's pretty wild. Anyways, oh, here's one other 2 little updates. I still ain't gonna be doing a reaction. There's a brand new Hell of a Boss episode that just came out, and then there's new digital circles, both of them coming out. That one I'm gonna do the Hell of a Boss one because that one came out earlier. That one I think is December 14th when it comes out, so stay on the lookout for that one too. And I might do another reaction to another movie trailer, so stay on the lookout for that. Either Tuesday or Wednesday, we'll see. I'm doing this on a Sunday night, so it'll probably be out Monday. A man in China has raised eyebrows after using his family's life savings, stealing hundreds and thousands of dollars to save a streamer's life. That's to save a streamer's life. Stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars to send to a live streamer. And finally off of my cough too, so thank God most of it's completely gone. One thing I got now is just a tiny bit of like sneezing, and after that should be gone cleared up by Monday, thank God. As reported by, no wait, let me read this one. It's really common for fans to show appreciation for their content by sending them money, gifts, or subscribing to them, but one man in China took his obsession way too far. Reported, this is more like, and I guess randomized entertainment news, streaming news. As reported by South China Morning Post, a man with a surname Hong Kong became enthralled with the streaming to calling him brother. That's really, really sad as fuck, but honestly, this is what happens when it happens, bro. It's just Some people are just brain rot so bad from social media, they'll do anything to get people's attention, especially when dudes are trying to simp over a woman. But let's move on. He ended up draining his family's entire life savings to send her cash. The man even resorted to just eating plain steamed buns. Wow. Sending everything he had to the unnamed creator. Eventually, his family cut off access to their funds, so Hong Kong resorted to breaking the law and acquire funds to send. This guy really didn't give a shit who he offended, man. He was hurting his own family's life savings. If they wanted to send him to college, there's no way now he's going to do that afterwards. Let's move on. Man who was making deliveries as part of his family's hardware businesses began stealing copper materials and sold items to wasting recycling stations. However, a significant amount of copper wire went missing. Factory contacted the police officers and Hung ended up turning himself in. That's wild. That's what I really noticed. Like, when I read some of these ones from South Korea, Japan, and I'm not sure you get off too much of a tangent rant, but I noticed, like, a lot of the Asian dudes, they just turn themselves in, like, quickly. You really don't see that here in the United States that much. When they're gone, most of them, they don't want to turn themselves in at all. They don't want no desire to get their ass into the freaking pigs. The freaking police officer, law enforcement, getting their ass in. They got to do it the hard way most of the time. There's maybe like maybe a 2 or 4% of the time they might turn themselves in, but most of the time they're going to be on the run from the law. Most of the time, so their asses get caught, or they end up unalive themselves. They take their own life, sadly. Once in a while. When the authorities showed that they have evidence of his financial transactions, Hong confesses 40 thefts. The total has stolen $316,000, which was all sent to his streamer. This quote, "I didn't want to meet her, I just want to hurt her." Oh, Jesus. Why in the fucking hell would he do some stupid bullshit like this, man? Just stuff like this ends up raising my blood pressure. It's bad. This can't be having to happen. I just wanted her to hear me call her brother, he claimed. In total, he sent the creator 4 million yuans, aka $550,000 USD, which shocked the online community. If you want to just hear her call you brother, why not record it and play it on repeat? One user asked. And this is a while in 2022. Maybe you should go see a psychiatrist, said another. This isn't the first time someone spent big money on a creator. In 2022 Twitch star, I remember this one. I haven't talked about this bitch in almost 3 years. Amaranth. He sent over 70K in cash from a new iPhone and self-defense items for an anonymous viewer. Yeah, thoughts, views, opinions, speculations. Two things I want to say is this. Some people, like I said before earlier in the video, they get too much fucking brain rot on the internet, bro. Especially a lot of Gen Zers. I'm not saying my freaking generation, the millennials, were any innocent, because we were the pioneers when it came to old school social media shit. For me personally, it wasn't even like 2003. I think it was like 2004 or 5. I started using social media a little bit here and there, but since I was still going to junior high and high school, trying to focus on my educational studies and do good in exams and all that other good shit, only 2 ones I ever fucked up the most on me was like chemistry 1, chemistry 2 a lot, and marine biology. And I fucked up real bad in math. My God. Only one that made is like algebra 2, and then that was it. I couldn't do any more of that shit. That shit annoyed the fuck out of me. That's just one of my weaknesses. I was never good at math. Anyways, but never in a billion years. Because at that time, I didn't think we had live stream. The only thing we had live stream for later was, if any of you guys remember, I think in 2007, 2010. I remember when Twitch TV was called Justin TV, but I never really used it like that. I was way more into like bigger stuff like YouTube and when Twitter first came out, 2007 or 8. It's senior high school. My God, it started blowing up a lot more in popularity. When Facebook was so popular before a lot of senior citizen, actual real baby boomers, when they started taking over the site. I didn't really give a shit about it anymore, to be honest. And then the last thing I'll say is I was using a lot of YouTube, Newgrounds, what was still this peak, and DeviantArt, and a lot of China chat URL. My God, I used to shit like a lot in Omegle. Oh my God. Crazy fun ass time. Even up to like freshman, sophomore year. I was in community college at the time. Funner times. So when the internet was a little, I'm not gonna say it's super interesting because it still had 4chan and Reddit. My God. I stood away from that shit like a fucking flag. And back when Tumblr was still shit. Now I think Tumblr's way more extra calm, but it's pretty much dead at this point. And there's that other new one on the block that came out in like September, was Blue Sky. I'm not even touching that thing because I heard there's going to be a lot of SJW politics stuff in the so we got that mess. Yeah, that's number one. And number two, I'm going to say is this guy, he doesn't even psychiatric. He just needs to be long in prison, do his time, and make sure he doesn't do it again. But people like this are going to keep doing it over and over and over again. Just send him to the mental insane asylum hospital for the rest of his life. And don't let him near any smartphone or any computer, in my opinion. So the second one real quick. I'm just going to run through this real fast because I didn't really grow up watching this do stuff. Right now I was a grown-ass adult. I was like 21, 22 when this dude was starting to get big. They say when you're 25 now is when you truly start growing out your brain a little bit more. For me, it felt a little bit earlier than that, like 24. So yeah, Dan TDM responds to KSI. The criticism said it was fun. Set up on the Dexter on Sports Kid. I was reading from this one, comingsoon.com. It's from, let's see, Carbonax. I guess they're the person that made it. So I'm just going to read it real fast. After a brief silent period of time, TDM finally addressed one-sided feud between Lunchy. Earlier, the popular YouTuber made a comment about ethics and Logan Paul, KSI, Mr. Beast's new Lunchy brands. KSI quickly responded, making a video addressing the criticism. This is an old one. It's from September, like 2 months ago, but now he's finally talking about it. It was from 3 days ago. I'm talking about it now, whatever. Now Dan TDM has shared his thoughts on KSI's reaction to the Lunchy critique. Here's what he said quickly. I'm just going to say the parts where they're abbreviated on here. Self-reflect on reactions. Dan said that with the Lunchy stuff, there's possibly a similar thing. This is going too far. You can push it to a point. Logan Paul said, you know that if you push something to a point you're going too far, and you end up setting into silence of the issue is very intentional. He also goes and said he enjoys the back and forth such conflicts. Dan preferred not to feed into the drama, calling it fun simply while it's unfolding. Yeah, that's good. I was from this one, Shameen Naranj. I gotta credit this one. It also goes on to say, yada yada. He's talking about the whole Lunchy drama. In response, KSI made a 20-minute video. I remember this. And we talked about that mess. Oh, yeah, they got him on his butt for that. Later admitted an appearance on Pulsar Podcast. Continued the drama as making marketing strategy, promote views for new singles, thinks of it. And then Lunchy brand. Yeah. And not that many thoughts or opinions on him. I'm glad he decided not to feed the fucking trolls and feed all the crazy fuel to the fire to do KSI. Even though, granted, I still have a lot of respect for the do KSI. He still gets his hustle, gets his money, gets his grind, all that shit. Good. You know, he kind of did cry like a little bit of a baby and a little bit of a bitch. He should never did that. That's just making him look way more weaker on the internet. And anything that's posted on the internet, still, it will last there for all fucking eternity. You can't delete that shit unless it's on, like, I don't know, Internet Archives. You probably keep there forever, but if it's anywhere else, it's gone. Anyways, that's all I guess we're gonna monitor. That's it. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen, bros. Oh, one small, tiny little update detail. I was gonna talk about this other one, a little bit of drama, but I'm not gonna talk about it till maybe like probably Saturday. Who knows? I think it has something to do with not Mr. Beast or something else. I don't remember a thing, but it was something about some dude in a lottery ticket. Not a lottery ticket, but it was crazy shit. So there's something about Ubisoft. They're talking about that dumbass thing decision that they made, which is really bad. I think it was about that little Dragon Age thing. That's it. Peace out. That's how I felt. Ladies and gentlemen, feels like take it easy, stay safe and warm. No outro that long, and that's it. Take it easy. Goodbye. I'll talk to you guys soon. I'm out. Stay safe, awesome. Goodbye. I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy. Later, everyone.